Howdy y'all, Amber here and welcome back to Ginger Cowgirl's Nook. Today we are going to be coloring out of 100 Mandalas by Jade Summer, and we will be using my new Shuttle Art Art Marker Skin Tone sets. And the page that we are going to be coloring today is, come on, this picture right here. Now the reason that I am coloring it with my skin tone markers is because I've colored a few Mandalas in just skin tones and I actually quite love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all my skin tone markers, set them over here at the side of my desk so that I could pick them as we go instead of continuing to like open the bag and shut it. And the markers that I know I'm not going to use, like I'm not going to use black, I'm not going to use my blender marker, I'm not going to use the red one that came with the set or the purple one. I am going to put back in the container because I'm not going to use those ones and I know it, so I want this to be a very neutral picture. So okay, so first I'm going to take this dark marker and I'm going to go around all of the edges. So that's what I like to do. So start right here. So I just recently got these markers. I just recently did a color swatching video on these markers. And so far I do like these markers. I liked how the color swatches turned out. I was a little confused by the greens that came in the set. I don't see it as really a skin tone, but it does seem like there's a good amount of markers for skin tones. It also seems like they put in like they have a red and a purple. So I think that's like maybe lip colors. And then they do have what I believe would be a good variety of natural hair colors. But the greens that came with the set, I'm a little about. I guess if I was doing an olive skin tone, then that would make sense. So, but overall, I like the color selection of the markers. I have used a few of the markers on skins in like my coloring books, and I do really like them. I like how they lay down, I like how thin they are, they're easy to hold, and I haven't really seen much bleed over either. Compared to some of my other markers. So that is, for some people that's bad because they don't think that their markers are juicy enough. For me, I actually really like not having extremely juicy markers because I like not having to worry so much about bleed over. Like, see, I'm going right up to the line here, and I'm not getting any bleed over, so I do like that. Usually what I do is if I am coloring something, I will not color all the way to the edge, so that it wouldn't bleed over the black line for the drawing. However, with Jade Summer books, it's pretty hard to bleed over because of how thick his line art is. But even in like my Sherry Baldy book that doesn't have much of a deep black line, I haven't really seen much bleed over either. And maybe that's because I've like trained myself to color to where there is no bleed over. But even when I do the blot test, I don't feel like it goes very far compared to some of the other markers that I use. So I am liking these babies. So they're really nice markers. In fact, I like them so much that I may look to see if Shuttle Art has different art markers that I could color with. That's not just skin tones, because I really like these markers. They're comfortable to hold. I don't think they're too skinny or too thick. They got a good weight to them. So I could like feel them in my hand and they're not too extremely light or too extremely heavy. I like the fact that there's not much bleed over with these markers, so far very satisfied with this particular set of markers. I will say though that the packaging was pretty flimsy that they came in. It's like you took them out, like when I took them out to swatch them all, I took them out, you know, laid them how I thought they would be the best on my color swatches, and then when I went to put them back in, they were easy to put in, but the minute I laid my markers down on their side, they came out of line again because of how flimsy the packaging was, so they would like stack up onto each other and stuff. I just totally went out of the lines. Oh well. So I was not impressed with the packaging, but it was plastic wrapped, it was in paper packaging, but really flimsy packaging. But again, I don't think that's that big of a deal because I take most of my markers out and put them in a coloring case instead. Unless they come with a nice bag, like say the Cali Arts or the Toiletries, they come with a nice bag. I keep them in that bag, but if they come in like a box or something, I always take them out and put them in a pencil pouch. So I didn't think that was too big of a deal. Nice smooth cover, nice smooth payout, color payoff, nice smooth coverage. So, really impressed with these babies. Anyway, how y'all doing? Y'all having a good week or a bad week? What y'all coloring? You guys find any new illustrators you like? Find a new medium that you want to try? Are y'all participating in any buddy colors, color alongs? I would love to know what project y'all are working on. So please leave them down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, I am going to update my recording system soon. I know that my pictures are a little dark since I've got my desk because I only have one lamp. And even though it seems really bright where I'm at, I feel it's not very bright on the camera. So I do plan on fixing that. So if you guys know of any good lighting that you would use for your channels, or if you have any ideas of what lighting might work, please let me know in the comments below so that I could look into some of those things, because at the end of the day, the reason I do my coloring channel is for y'all, for y'all's enjoyment, and I want to make the viewing as good as possible for y'all. So if you have any ideas for lights, please put them in the comments so that I could improve the recordings for y'all to make a better viewing experience. Secondly, I am planning on getting a new recording device. We finally got the money to. My husband's got some, got his bonus and stuff that he gets every year. I was hoping to have new recording stuff for Christmas, however, it didn't turn out that way, but we do have it now, and my husband assured me that next week we will go and look at new things to record with. So if you guys have a really good recording device that I could hang from the shelf that's right above me so that it will show down here on the picture, please let me know so I could look into getting that as well. So I could just make the recording experience better for you guys, because the better recording setup I have, the better viewing opportunity you all have at home. And that is the whole point of the channel. So please comment below what you think would be helpful. I think I have finally mastered the best way to record so that when I upload it to YouTube, y'all can see it the way I'm seeing it while I'm coloring it rather than sideways. I know one of the videos that I recorded this week, I think it was Monday's video, was sideways again, and that's because I apparently didn't pay attention to how I put it on my tripod, because I have found that if I put my camera facing this way to record, when I upload it to YouTube, it's completely the right way for y'all to watch. So I think I believe it was Monday's video, I think I just wasn't paying attention to how my camera was. I do apologize about that. So I am going to pay more attention to how I place my camera on the tripod until I could get a new recording device, which we are looking into getting right now. The problem is I don't know what the best device is. My husband thinks I should do a GoPro. He thinks that would be the best recording device. I, on the other hand, I am not sure, because I really like the fact that I record on my phone and then I could upload it from my phone to YouTube, and then I can edit it on YouTube or on my phone for that matter through the YouTube Studio. However, I believe that if I get a GoPro, what I would have to do is I would have to record the video, send it to my computer, then edit it, and then post it onto YouTube, which I am okay doing, y'all, if that's the best way to do it. But if I don't have to do it in that many steps, I would prefer not to, if that makes sense. So, but we will see what we can do. I also plan on getting onto YouTube, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, to see, maybe hopefully some colorists showed their setup so that I would know maybe what they did so that I could help figure out what I need to do. I know there's lots of videos of people who have recorded their setup and showed the stuff that they use, but I don't think they're for, and I could be wrong, or maybe I just haven't found the right ones yet. I don't think they're for this particular niche though. But I am going to get on, do some research, and see what I could come up with as far as that goes. The other thing that I would like to do, that I don't know how to do, is I would like to, because right now, the way I'm recording right now, I can't see what I'm recording for you guys unless I like stop coloring and kind of like get up in my chair and look from the top of my camera. I would very much like to, though, figure out how I could see what I'm coloring by just like glancing in front of me, right or left, to see what you guys are seeing. I'm just not exactly sure how to do that either. So if you guys know how to do that and you guys wouldn't mind helping out a fellow YouTuber, please tell me how you do that in the comments as well, so that I could hopefully figure out how to do that. So these are the 3 biggest things that I want to get with our bonuses that we are getting. And these are bonuses from work, you guys. Like my husband's bonus that he gets every year from work. That we're getting this stuff with. So Monday we're gonna go and look and see what we can find. And I don't mean in a week from now, I mean that today is Sunday. I'm meaning tomorrow, that we are going to go see what we can find. Well, maybe it will be, we're gonna go look to see what we can find, and then we're probably gonna purchase it. We may purchase it tomorrow when we go looking. We may wait to purchase it to see if we could find like a better price on a certain specific thing. But hopefully by the next time I sit down and I record videos for you all, since I record them all a week in advance, hopefully by next time I record for you all, I will have new lighting and hopefully a new recording device. And if I could figure out how to do the thing where I could see what I'm coloring, hopefully I will have all of that fixed next week. Another thing I want to get is I want to get me a background type mat. I found a few that I like. I found some that are like a mat that you like sit on your desk. And then I also know that some fellow YouTubers use like a piece of poster board that's like really fancy. Hopefully I could find something like that too, so you're just not staring at the brown on my desk, which is boring. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what I could do to make this channel better, please put them down in the comments, whether it's like my voice, or I'm talking too quiet, I'm talking too loud. I would have never known that when y'all were viewing my videos that they were sideways, unless if it wasn't for a certain subscriber of mine that messaged me and said, hey, why is your stuff all sideways? So, and it's just little stuff like that that helped me improve the channel, not only for that specific person, but for all of y'all that watch the channel as well. So if you have any comments, suggestions, criticism, anything like that, please, please, please put them down in the comments so that I can help improve. I can't fix an issue if I don't know there is one. Or I can't make the channel better if I don't know that some people are having a hard time hearing me, or telling me, you know, that my videos are backwards, or whatever the case may be. So please let me know. And also, if there's something more that you guys would like to see, maybe you guys want to see more flip throughs, maybe y'all want to see more hauls, maybe y'all want me to color in like with a certain medium or a certain coloring book, let me know in the comments, you guys, and I will do my best to try to fulfill those requests to the best of my ability. I'm very happy with how this is looking so far. I'm actually really excited to see what it's going to look like at the end, because I've colored a few pictures where I've just used like nude colors, and I actually absolutely fell in love with them, which is why I decided to do another one like it. Okay, so now I want a very contrasting color to that darkish brown color. So let's do let's take T142 and let's bring that into the picture as well. Ugh. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention that I actually love the chisel tip on these markers. And if you've watched my channel for a while, or if you're new here, you know, or you're about to know, that I am not a huge chisel fan. I have a really hard time using the chisels. However, with this chisel on this marker, I find it very easy to color with. And I don't know if it's because of how small it is. I don't know if it's because of how stiff it is. It's almost as stiff as the nib tip. And it's almost as small as the nib tip as well. In fact, if you think about it, if you use just the corner, it could get in a lot tighter spots than the nib tip can, because of how the chisel is made. That I really, really like. So, I do really like the chisels on these, which is great, because if I like the chisels on them, I'm going to practice with them more, and when I get comfortable with little chisels, then I'll try big chisels. And then eventually, I won't have a problem coloring with chisels, which is one of my goals for this year. So, we will see how it all works out. Sorry if I get kind of silent at some points in this video, you guys. I honestly don't really have much to talk about today. So nothing's really happened since I talked to y'all last, so don't have very much to say. Oh my gosh, I just went over right there. So how do y'all feel about kind of doing like a nudish medallia? Have you guys seen one before? Have you guys colored one before? I've colored a couple of them when I had my Studio 71 skin tone markers. So I really like them. But it was kind of challenging because when I had my Studio 71 skin tone markers, there was only like, I think it was like 8 markers in there. So not only was I working with all neutral colors, but I was working with a very limited palette as well. But I still ended up liking them a lot. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, what other color do I want to bring in here? Got some darker browns, got some pinky colors. Let's bring in like a light pinky color for like an accent color, and then maybe I'll make like the rest of it like browns. So this color is T115. It's supposed to be a really light peach color. Although right now it's kind of coming off kind of a yellowy color. We will see how it looks when it dries. So if it's not pink enough, I got other pinker colors over here that I could use. I was debating to pick up T27, and now that I'm seeing this color, even though it hasn't completely dried, I'm wondering if I probably should have picked up that color instead of going for this one. Or I should just pull out my color swatches, which I did the other day, and look at them. It's funny because I do the color swatches, and I have the color swatches readily available, but it seems that even though I did the color swatches, it seems that I usually, when I'm just picking random colors, I just go by like the caplids, which can be very deceiving, and just go with the flow. Whereas if I'm planning something, like a planned color page, then like I look at all of my color swatches and then decide from there. But if I'm going willy-nilly, like I don't even have my color swatch book open, when I probably should. Because if I did have my color swatch book open, I would have known this is more of a orangey yellow rather than a pink that I wanted it to be. Because my color swatch would have told me, especially since it's a Jade Summer color swatch book. So it has the black paper on the back as well. So I would have known exactly what it would look like on this paper once it had dried. But I didn't do that. I mean, you could still see there's quite a bit difference between the two. At least I could see here. Maybe it was not showing up that well on the camera. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to use of this color. I think I'm going to pick up my T135. This one I know is a pink color. And throw some pink in here to kind of offset all of these orangey colors. And again, I'm going to go in with the chisel tip because I really like these chisel tips. See, this is kind of what I was hoping the last color was going to be, except for a much lighter version of this one. And again, I apologize if I get silent, you guys. I really don't have nothing extremely to talk about. Although I'm scanning my brain for things that I could talk to y'all about, but so far I'm coming up with nothing. There we go. That's what I was looking for in the first place. So I went a little Amazon crazy lately And I have bought some new coloring supplies that I can't wait to get here. I bought me quite a few new coloring books. I got me some new markers coming. I hope they are as much as I want them to be, because my husband just got home from lunch. So I'm going to pause the video and I will pick it back up when he goes back to work. Okay, guys, I'm back. My husband is still here for lunch, so if you hear him in the background, don't mind him. I'm actually really liking how this is turning out, and I'm wondering if I am going to leave a lot of this Mandalas white, because I love how it's like this. What do you guys think? You guys think I should leave a lot of the Mandalas white because it's like really popping out right now? Or do y'all think I should color it all? I am really leaning towards leaving a lot of it white because I love the kind of, I just feel like it's making the colors pop out extremely well. Kind of like if you take like black background and make like a neon Mandalas. That's kind of what I feel this white is doing for this neutral colored Mandalas. I know I want to finish coloring these, and I know I want to color those. I'm again using the chisel tip because I really like these chisel tips. I think it's because of how small they are. And how stiff they are. That's why I think I like them so much. Do you really like how this is turning out? Again, just ignore the background noise if you hear it. So tomorrow is Monday, and hopefully I could do part of my internship next week. I get to start my internship next week. So therefore I will have lots to talk about come next recording. Because I'm going to tell y'all about my internship and some of the cool things that I get to do with the animals, I'm sure. Ooh, I really love this color. I love how it looks next to the olive color. It's really pretty. And I think I am going to leave a large portion of this medallia white, because I just love how it's popping out all of the neutral colors with it being white. And I think I will leave that white right in the middle as well, because I love how it draws your eyes to that section. That's pretty. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna color this, and these four the same color and call it good. The question is, what color should I do? Kind of want to make them darker. I don't want to go all the way gray. Maybe I should pull in one of the orangey skin tones. So this is T107. I chose this color for right here because there's nothing but dark surrounding colors around it. So therefore I think it's gonna pop, but I don't think I'm gonna like it next to all those light colors. So I will be picking another dark color out of my skin set to go right there. I think I'm gonna do this red brown color. Alright, you guys, I really like how the white is popping out the colors. So I am going to end the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe to the channel, please hit that little notification bell so you get a notification each time I upload a new video. And always remember, be wild, be crazy, be you, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Until next time, bye guys!